Hello, today we are doing constructions and we are looking at the steps to make an angle bisector and why those steps give us a valid construction, meaning why those steps make an angle bisector. The reason behind this, we are going to prove it. So, angle bisector. First we look at the steps that we do to make an angle bisector. This is a line segment. This is making an angle with this line segment, some angle say theta. Then first we take this point of intersection here, the starting point of both the lines, of both the rays actually, let these be rays. Then we take this point as the center and make an arc of some radius, say suppose this radius is R1. If the radius is R1, all the points on the arc will be equidistant from the center with the radius R1. So this distance is R1 and this distance is also R1. Next step is from these points we take either the same radius or a different radius and make an arc here. So I'm taking this point as the center, I make an arc here like this. Then taking this point as the center, I make another arc here which will intersect this arc at some point. Then taking this point of intersection of the arc and this point, we make a ray like this, and this will be our angle bisector. This will be our angle bisector. These are the steps to make an angle bisector. Now let's see why this gives us an angle bisector. Why is very important. So what is happening? First we are making this ray with the radius R1. So this distance from this point, this distance from this point is R1. Correct? Now taking these points as the centers and keeping the and either changing the radius or keeping the same radius. We make one arc here and make one arc here, which on intersection and joining with this initial point will give us the angle bisector. So this to this distance is say R2, and this point to this point, this distance is say again R2. Okay, now what is happening? Look at these two triangles. Look at these two triangles. I'll name them. Let this point be P, then this point is Q, this point is R, and this point is S. So let's discuss these two triangles that are being made here. Okay, PQR and PSR. In these two triangles, what is happening? In these two triangles, look at this. This side, PS is R1. In this triangle, PQ is R1. In this triangle, SR is R2. In this triangle, QR is R2. And this side, PR, which is common to both the triangles. So, I can say the triangle PQR is congruent to triangle PSR. Am I right? Using the congruency, by the congruency, SSS. So, this triangle and this triangle are congruent. If the triangles are congruent, then the corresponding parts will be, the corresponding angles will be equal. So, this angle being made here, this angle will be equal to this angle because both of them are corresponding angles. So, angle RPQ is equal to angle RPS by CPCD, which stands for congruent parts of congruent triangles. So, if these two angles are equal, that means that the line PR is dividing this angle QPS into two equal parts, hence it is bisecting it. These are the steps that we follow to make the angle bisector, and why these steps give us a valid construction. We just saw that.